In your opinion, do you think having a vocation will make you live a good Christian life?
Very good question. Thank you for that. I think it is a wonderful way to reflect as to what's the meaning of life. And the meaning of life allows us to be able to think deeply as to the nature of humanity. So having a vocation fulfills that very meaning of life. Because having a vocation, especially religious life or vocation to priesthood, fulfills the very essence of the longing of the heart, which is searching for God. And to answer a vocation like religious life and priesthood fulfills this longing of finding Christ in our life.
How do you persevere through modern adversity?
In this ancient time, yes, there's a lot of struggles, challenges. But the way I look at these difficulties in life is that I try to be simple. I think to live a simple life, to have the basics of life, is already quite fulfilling already. Because to go beyond that, I think there will be a lot of maybe complications in terms of we think we're still searching for something else, when in fact we could find what we're searching for in living simply and in living, with the basic of life. So yes, I try to be simple and to do what the gospel asks me to do, which is to simply follow the example and the words and the life of Christ.
What ways do you think you can take to inspire the youth?
Well, one thing that I'd like to say to the youth, especially in this ancient time, is, first of all, rest assured that you're never on your own. Whether it could be in the struggles of life or the major decisions that you make in life, know that you are never alone. God is always there. And apart from that, your family, your loved ones, your mates, they're also there. Because eventually we're never a creation that's meant to be alone. We always are with somebody or with someone. As I've mentioned, it could be parents, family, friends, but most especially with God. And so in this ancient time, I think it is very important for us also to realize that no matter what, God loves us. God loves us. And whatever happens, whatever decisions we make in life, the love of God for us will never, never waver. He loves us for all eternity, and He loves us unconditionally.
At any point in this journey, have you ever questioned your decision for this vocation?
It's a good thing you asked that question, because as I was in the seminary trying to discern my vocation, I had millions of questions to God in my prayers. I asked God, Lord, why me? Questions like, Lord, is it really you who's calling me? Lord, is this really the kind of vocation you want me to take in life? So yes, I had many, many doubts. I had many, many questions. I had a lot of, you may say, difficulties in trying to make a decision. However, I never doubted for a moment that God was there to help me. And so even if I questioned, even if I had difficulties, in my heart I was at peace knowing that God is there helping me go through these difficulties in life, especially in my own vocation.
Who influenced you to take this decision?
Well, there were a lot of people who in a way I could think of as influential in my decision. One is my mother. My mother was a very religious person. Back in the Philippines, where I originally come from, my mother would always ask us to be home by 6 in the evening because we would pray the Angelus. And if you were not at home at 6, you're in trouble. And so, but having said that, she was also very lovely, kindly, and also very open, minded person, because she understood what I was going through in life. Also, my teachers when I was in high school, especially one of the nuns who looked after us, she was also very influential in this. And I would say my friends. There were 6 of us from my school who went to the seminary, to 2 different seminaries. So as friends, as classmates, we supported one another and we helped one another. And to me, my friends as well were influential in my decision to enter the seminary and become a priest.
What were your worst experiences or good experiences of your vocation, or troubles you've had?
Well, one funny thing that I have, when I was a young priest, and I would think maybe 2 years after my priesthood, I was invited to say a mass in, I think it was a school. So I arrived, and then I set up the altar. And then one of the teachers asked me, "Oh, is Father here already?" I said, "Yes, he's already here." I think she thought I was the altar server. And so I just, set up the table. And then after that, when she saw me dressed already for the mass, she looked at me and with a very apologetic, face, she said, "Sorry, Father, I didn't know that you were the priest." So I said, "No, it's okay. That's not a problem at all." And that was one of the funny, experiences I have. Difficulties would be, sometimes there are difficult situations in life. Say, for example, doubts. It would come to me, and then I would probably be asking, "Am I doing the right thing?" So sometimes this could be a great challenge in terms of the difficulties that I face through life. But in order to be able to somehow help me, I pray. And sometimes I just stay in the chapel, just be there before God, maybe even not saying anything, but I'm assured that God is there. Happy moments, I have plenty of happy moments, especially being with people, being with the people I minister to, and being with the parishioners, and being with those who are close to the church, and even those who are not, church goers. Being with people, I think, is a source of great inspiration and joy to me.
Thanks a lot for the interview.
You're much welcome. Okay, all the best.